In this short guide, we're going to see how we can use Ambient CG. This is a website that contains a lot of assets that you can use for computer graphics, for 2D or 3D perhaps. And I'm gonna also give you some suggestions on which software you can use to try and test these assets right here. So the website is called ambientcg.com. And if you get in here, you can see here we have the various assets. So we have about 2,000 assets at the moment, but probably they're gonna grow up. So you can come back here and check the others later. And we have a lot of materials already. Now, these are not actually materials. These are textures that will help you to create the material that you see here. So if I click on one material, I can select the resolution here and the format JPEG or PNG and just download the zip folder. Just click there and that's it. You don't need to do anything else. That's how quick and easy it is. Now I'm just gonna create a folder here so I can store these and use them later. I will do another video guide on how we can use these assets in Blender, for example, or in Twinmotion. So there you go. I've just downloaded the first material package and you find all the information here. This is a PBR materials, which stands for physically based render, which means pretty realistic material and that behaves like in reality. We have categories here. We can use keywords and we can narrow down the search using the search bar on the top, or we can go here by categories. So the other big one is HDRIs. Now these are environments, again, that you can use to do your renderings in a 3D scenes mostly. So for you can use this also in 2D if you want, but usually they are used in 3D. And we have all the different resolutions, and the format here is EXR, but we can change it easily. I'm going to show you how you can change it in a graphic design software. So I'm just going to download it and let me go inside again. So we saw the materials, the HDRIs, SBSAR. Now this is a specific format that is used by Substance. Substance is a software, really powerful software that can help you to create really realistic materials and PBR materials. If you want, you'll find a Substance video course in the channel. And also this format here, SBSAR, is pretty popular at the moment. You'll find it like again in Twinmotion, or you can use it in Cinema 4D or in Blender. Also, we created video guides about this. And then we have 3D models. 3D models, well, there are not so many at the moment, but you have mostly food and terrains, and that's it. So let's click on one of these, and I'm gonna choose again a resolution here. Now resolution, it's about again the texture size. The 3D model stays the same, just changes the quality of the textures used to create this one here. Now this is probably created with photogrammetry. Now here in the categories also we can search for something in specific, like I search for a door. So you find there a material probably for a door and so on. So this is all you can find at the moment. And if you go here, you can see which type of models you have. For example, so some of these are created with photogrammetry, which is the technique of developing a 3D object by using pictures or photographs using your smartphone or using a professional camera. And you'll find also other video guides in the channel talking about photogrammetry. And also in the Substance package, there is a software which can use photogrammetry. And then we have other types like procedural and so on. So you can filter here by the creation method, by the type. So if you're looking for a PBR material or a Substance material or a decal or there you go, Substance, and then you have HDRIs, which are the EXR, and 3D model, terrain, and so on. Now let's see into the folder. Let's go in here, and we can see this one here is the SBSAR material. The next one is the HDR, which it's actually in the format of EXR. So how we can change it? I can open it up with GIMP. I use GIMP, which is a free alternative of Photoshop, and that's the image right here. So it looks like a sphere that it's flat on a rectangle, and this is how they work. So I'll probably again do another video guide to show you how you can use these assets in a 3D world. But for the moment, what I want to do here is show you that if you want to convert it, GIMP, it's excellent to convert formats. So if you go to File, Export, you can see the format here is EXR. So what if you want to use HDR, which is more popular and usually more the most used? So we can go here and export, choose a format, or just type HDR on the export file. Just click on export, and that's it. That's all you need to do if you want to convert it using GIMP. Now back in the folder here, we have the two files, the EXR and the HDR, and then we have also the zipped folders containing the material. So I'm going to extract the wood material here. So we have a simple image showing us the final result, and then we have all the textures we need to use again in software like Blender or other render engine like V-Ray or Corona or Redshift or whatever to create the material. So we have roughness, we have normal, we have diffuse, all we need to assembly our material in the software we're using. Again, you'll find videos about this. Just search with the keywords in the channel, you'll find it. And here I'm gonna extract, there you go. This is the 3D model. I'm gonna extract again, delete the zipped folder, which I don't need anymore. And here in the extracted folder, again, I find all the texture I need to recreate that material if it's not automatically created when I import the OBJ, and that's the 3D object right there, which is OBJ format. So sometimes it shows here in the Windows visualizer. Otherwise, we can just right-click, check the details here, the file format, that's OBJ. So it's fine with that. You can use it in many software. Well, perhaps in any 3D software, 3D modeling software. And I can open it up also in Windows visualizer here. So if I right-click or just double-click, I can open it up and I can navigate here, clicking and dragging with the left mouse. I can see the object from many angles, and it looks pretty realistic. And I believe this is done with photogrammetry. So you can continue here experimenting and searching in the website for more assets. Just going to give you a couple of suggestions. Now, if you want to use graphic design software, free, open source alternative to Photoshop, you can use GIMP. If you want to use a 3D alternative to other software like Cinema 4D, 3D Studio, Maya, which are the more professional, more popular, you can use Blender. Blender is a free open source software, also right now pretty popular because it grew a lot in the last year. So you can definitely use it in substitution of the other 3D polygonal modeling software. So this will be all for this video guide. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to the channel to stay updated for more videos. Join the channel if you want to support us. Thanks, and see you in the next.